The next video will be looking at legislation regulating corporate governance and ethics.
Corporate governance refers to the internal systems of control within a company which ensures that companies are effectively protected and ethically directed and controlled by the human controllers. Corporate governance essentially aims to protect the profits and assets of the company, and its stakeholders are protected. Let us look at the roles and responsibilities of directors. In South Africa, companies are composed of two main parts: the shareholders and the board of directors. The board of directors is responsible for the management functions of the company. The board is also key in implementing good governance throughout the company. Let us further on look at the roles and responsibilities of directors. They have an oversight of control and accountability. They are responsible for creation of strategy and objectives, implementing risk management and other methods of control to meet legal and ethical requirements, keeping track of senior management performance, ensuring the availability of resources, monitoring finances, making board appointments, and ensuring appropriate remuneration and statutory duties required by the Companies Act. Let us look at the term fiduciary duty. The fiduciary duty is a legal relationship between two or more parties, most commonly a fiduciary or trustee and a principal or beneficiary. That in English common law is arguably the most important concept within the portion of the legal system known as equity. A fiduciary will be liable to account if it is proved that the profit, benefit, or gain was acquired by one of the three means: in circumstances of conflict of duty and duty, by taking advantage of the fiduciary position. Therefore, it is said the fiduciary has a duty not to be in a situation where personal interests and fiduciary duty conflict, a duty not to be in a situation where their fiduciary duty conflicts with another fiduciary duty, and not to profit from their fiduciary position without express knowledge and consent. A fiduciary cannot have a conflict of interest. The board committees are accountable for the affairs of the company. The board appoints various subcommittees and managers to assist in corporate governance, conform to company policies of ethics and accountability. The chair will be a non-executive director. Auditors. The responsibility of the auditor are outlined in the Companies Act. A public company or state-owned enterprise must, upon incorporation and at each annual general meeting, appoint a registered auditor. We now look at audit committees. They nominate the auditor for appointment, determine fees and terms of engagement, compliance with prevailing legislation, receipt and deal with complaints around accounting practice and internal audit of the company, ability to reject an appointment of an auditor at an annual general meeting on the basis of lack of independence. Let us look at the role of the company secretary. Direct the board to fulfill its responsibilities and duties properly. Duties of the company secretary in terms of the Companies Act number 71 of 2008. The Companies Act number 71 of 2008 details the duties of the company secretary as follows. Number 1, a company secretary is accountable to the company's board. Number 2, a company secretary's duties include but are not restricted to A, providing the directors of the company collectively and individually with guidance as to their duties, responsibilities, and powers. B, making the directors aware of any laws relevant to or affecting the company. C. Reporting to the company's board any failure on the part of the company or a director to comply with this act. D. Ensuring that minutes of all shareholders' meetings, board meetings, and the meetings of any committees of the directors or of the company's audit committee are properly recorded in accordance with this act. E. Certifying in the company's annual financial statements whether the company has filed returns and notices in terms of this act, and whether all such returns and notices appear to be true, correct, and up to date. Ensuring that a copy of the company's annual financial statements is sent in accordance with this act to every person who is entitled to it. And G. Carrying out the functions of a person designated in terms of Section 33, item number 3, i.e., filling information returns in terms of annual transparency and accountability report.
Thank you for watching the video on legislation regulating corporate governance and ethics. And the next video will be looking at the introduction to risk management.